Marco Dominic Gonzalez. This is the sixth video of the dissent religion, and the dissent as what the Supreme Court Justice does to form their opinions and why they make their decisions. Again, read a good book, Stephen Breyer deals with the Constitution. And as a point of view. I'm still looking at it as a point of view. Because even they're making decisions based upon what they think the public will react to. But my thing is this, don't do that. Do what's right. Because in not doing what's right, there's repercussions to those decisions when you're not making them because they're right. This is why it takes so long with like Roe versus Wade and all. I mean, if you're really chronicling Supreme Court decisions, man, there's always going to be a group to try to circumvent that. Let them try. It's like they're doing that with the climate, the man-made climate change. With what Barack is trying to do with cutting carbon. They're finally coming out. You know, it's like all of them are coming out saying, "Wait a minute," you know. It's like I'm like, "Wait a minute, dude. Where were you this last year?" It's like they're all hiding. Now they're all coming out saying, "Oh no, that's bad. Oh my gosh, what a false statement, man." It's like having the blueprint to make a coffee cup and to put this art piece on it. That is exact. To say that's fact, and then saying, "Well, I don't believe it," and then showing, "Well, this is how I put the art on here, and this is how you make this coffee cup," and then them saying, "Well, I don't believe it." It doesn't change the fact that this is here. Whether you believe it or not, you're not believing what you can see, or what can be measured in a very expensive jet that's saying we have the highest carbon levels in 1,000,000 years, is a crime because it's false. And in your reporting, and that's what propaganda is, folks. It's creating a false sentiment to so that you perpetuate something that ends up harming all life, which is the carbon revolution. And you have a carbon, I call it the, it's in the conservative coalition, you know. I'm referring to the conservative coalition as the far-right conservatives that unionize worldwide for their business. But that's also in the fossil fuel industry. They're in that conservative coalition. You're creating false propaganda that harms all life. That's a crime. Ecocide is a crime. It's not a law. So it's not a law I can go to here in America and say, well, they're committing this crime. That will end up creating the carbon tornado, the carbon flood, the carbon drought, because it's intensifying heat, creating humidity. That's what's happening. The wind direction's changing. It's taking all that pollution and moving it, even going up to the North Pole and coming down. So these are facts that can be measured in science. That false propaganda is, so every time I'm seeing these storms and anyone who dies, it's on your head, far-right coalition. You have to prevent death, not create it. But it's there. The recipe's there. You can only stop. You can only do what the president's trying to do is, and that's not enough. I'm sorry, Barack, that's not enough. It's glad you have a law to 30% down, but you know what? It's not enough. It's not. The whole world has to get on that page, and it's still not enough until you can move over to clean energy. It's not enough. I made a speech a year ago and put it on, you know, you have a 2 trillion minimum problem worldwide. And no one's meet the minimum. But when you meet that minimum, you're going to get that $2 trillion back in the clean energy revolution. You'll get it back. You're going to get that $2 trillion back. Because there's a marketplace for it.